Right, guys. So today we are starting with this one, guys. Okay. So enhancing the data model by DAX language. Okay. So enhancing the data model. That means enhancing means what? Enhancing means what, guys? Modifying, right? Modification means creating new information. Okay. That new information will be created with what? Existing information. Okay. So, for example, creating new information by using what? Existing information. For example, I have order date. Order date is with day, month, year. That is the existing information. From that existing information, I want to create a new information. That new information is year. Can I extract it or not? From that existing information, I can extract year. That is a new information here. Right? Perfect. So that is called enhancing the data model, guys. Enhancing the data model is nothing but creating the new information by using existing information. That is a enhancing the data model. That is nothing but modifying the tables. Is that clear, guys? Right. So in Power Pivot, we are going to perform how many activities? 2 activities. First one is data modeling. Second one is enhancing the data model by using DAX language. Perfect. New information. So new information includes what? That includes existing information plus DAX language. Okay. Now DAX. Let us come to the DAX. Abbreviation for DAX. Data analysis expressions. DAX means data analysis expressions. Expression is nothing but formula, guys. Your expression is nothing but any formula. Okay. So that is a functional language. So functions we are going to use here. Under this DAX language, we are going to use functions. It is a functional language. Okay. So DAX language includes DAX functions plus DAX operators. Okay. DAX functions plus DAX operators. What are those? We'll see, guys. So new information will be created in where? Data view. Okay. New information. This means what, guys? New information means what? Enhancing the data model. Enhancing the data model will be done in where? Data view. What is the first activity in Power Pivot? Data modeling, right? Data modeling will be done in where? Which view? Huh? Model view. So we can see in Power BI desktop, we can see 3 views like this, right? Okay. So top one is what? Report view. That is for Power View. These 2 views are for what? Power Pivot. The first one is what? Data modeling. This data view. This data view is this one, guys. That is for what? Enhancing the data model. New information means enhancing the data model. This one is what? Model view. Okay. This is model view, right? This is for what? Data modeling. Creating the relationships. Okay. Let me open that one, guys. Let me open my Power BI desktop. Belongs to what? Power Pivot. The first one belongs to what? Power View. Third module. After completion of this, we'll go to this one and we'll discuss all these things, right? So here. So in Power Pivot, we are going to perform 2 activities. First one is data modeling. For data modeling, this is the area. Second work is what? Enhancing the data model by using DAX language. This is the area. Right? First part is for data modeling. Second part is for enhancing the data model by using DAX language. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. So to perform enhancing the data model, I need to come to this section. Okay, right, guys. Now let me go over there. Right. Right, guys. So new information will be created in where? Data view. Right? Right. So data view data view, what we can see, if we select any table, okay, so we can see the data under the table, right? So under the table, if we want to add some new information, then we have to select that new table. Okay, in data view, select the table where we need to create the new information. Okay, right. Then after we need to go to the table tools. Under table tools, we have calculation section. Under that calculation section, we can create new information. Under that calculation section, there will be 4 GUI options: create measure, create new measure, create new column, create table. Okay, right, like that we have 4 options. Okay, let us go there and we'll see, guys. So for that, let me do one thing. For my Power BI desktop, let me bring some tables quickly. Okay, so I want to bring one employee table and one orders table. So let me go to the recent sources to bring the tables quickly. I'm on home tab. Okay, all right, guys. So let me go to the recent sources. Let me load orders table first. Lights on చేయండి, ఎందుకు చీకట్లో right. So orders table got loaded, right? Then after, let me load employee table, guys. So to load employee table, okay, again go to the recent sources. In recent sources, I have, in server also I have employee table, in Excel file also I have employee table. Okay, so which one is fine? I can go with that one. This is the employee table. Let me load it quickly. Yes. Right, guys. So here I have 2 tables, right? In those 2 tables, in which table I want to make new information? Okay, I need to go to the table first. First, I need to go to where? Data view, right? Enhancing the data model. That should be done in this data view. Select data view. Okay, by default, I am going to be land on first table. Then after, if I want to make changes in orders table, I need to choose orders table. Okay, all right, guys. So let me go to the employee table. So if I go here, any table, if I choose any table, okay, in table tools, this is the tab with data view. How many tabs we have? Home tab, help tab, tools. Okay, table tools. Under the table tools, I have calculations section. Under that calculation sections, I have 4 GUI options. Okay, new measure, quick measure, new column, new table. By using these 4 options, I can create new information, guys. Am I clear? So this is the information I have written there. Okay, right. So new information. So here, guys, this one. Data view. I need to go to the data view. Select the table where I need to do the new information. For that, table tools tab. Under the table tools tab, I have calculation section. Under that calculation section, I have 4 GUI option. By using those 4 GUI options, I can create new information. Right? Okay. Right. What are those new information? By how can create new information? New column, new measure or quick measure, new table. Okay. Right, guys. New column, new measure, quick measure, and new tables. By using these 4 options, I can create new information, right? Perfect. Then after, DAX expressions or DAX formulas. What they contain? DAX expressions or DAX formulas. They will contain what? Existing information. Okay. Already readily available data in columns. Then DAX functions, DAX operators. Okay, under DAX expressions or DAX formulas, we are going to have these 3 options, guys. What is the existing information? What is the DAX function? What are the DAX operators I used? Okay, then, so here I have 4 options, right? When we go with new columns, when we go with new measures, when we go with new tables, and then when we go with quick measures. First, it is important, guys. When to create new columns or calculated columns. Okay, so both are same, guys. Either new or calculated column. When to create new columns or calculated columns, both are same. New columns or calculated columns. Okay, right, guys. So for every row in a table, if we need to derive a value, that means calculation, we will use calculated columns. That means, for example, so here if I go to the employee table, okay, right, I'm in data view. Let me go to the employee table. In employee table, I have 2 columns here, right? What are those 2 columns? My first column is salary column. Okay, my second column is commission column. Okay, to show the total salary, I need to add these 2 columns. These are the existing informations, right? Existing columns. For these existing columns, I am going to create a new information. That new information name is what? New column. Total salary, right? So I need to add salary values and commission values. 1600 plus 300. Here it will be 1900. Is that a new information or not? This table, this column, new column itself is a new information, right? In this new information, what is the information we are having? Total salary. That is going to be created by using what? Existing information, by using DAX formulas. Okay, so how can I create that, guys? Here I need to have a new column, right? To create a new column, I need to go with this option, guys. I'm on employee table. Okay, I can go with this option, or else just select the table, right click on that table. You can use from here also, new column or new measure or new quick measure, like this. Either one is fine, right? Now let me go with, for your best understanding, let me go with new column. Okay, so this is the formula bar, guys, here. So what is this column name? The first part is column name, guys. What is the column name I want to give here? Total salary, right? Right. Okay, so for that, your total salary. Okay, so commission column first, right? I can use like this, guys. Commission or total. I can use first. What is that? Salary. Salary column. Salary column is in which table? Employee table. Okay. Then after space plus. Okay. Then after, what is the second column I want to use? Commission column, right? Just type commission. Commission column in which table? Employee table. So if I take any column, I can't take a column name singly. That column name should be with what? Table name. That commission column should be in orders table also. So that is why the table reference is important, guys. That taking column is from which table. So that is why that syntax will be like this. The column must be with table name. Right? Right. So let me choose this one, guys. Commission column. Choose this one. Just click on enter. That's it, guys. So here, what is this, guys? This is my new column name. This is the existing information. Salary plus commission. So salary is here. Here this is what? Operator, DAX operator. Plus is the operator, right? So till now I didn't use any function, DAX function. Just I have used existing columns and DAX operator. In further, we are going to use DAX functions also. How those will be, we'll see now, guys. Okay, let me complete this one first. Click on enter, guys. So that my total salary column got created. This is a new column, new information, modifying the table. Is that clear, guys? Right. Employee plus salary plus commission. I can get total salary like this. Okay. So in this, what I am having? Okay. So first of all, what is the syntax? DAX syntax. Table name that must be with column name. The column name must be with table name, right? If I take this is what? Salary column. Salary column is in which table? Employee table. This is commission column. Commission column is in which table? That means what? table name first, table name along with column. That is a syntax, guys. Table name plus column name, like this. That is a syntax, right? Right. Now let me go down a little bit. We can derive new column in Power Query as well as Power Pivot also. So whatever I did for now, okay. So I added the total salary, right? That information I can do in Power Query also, right? Okay. So Power Query also I can do that information. Then what is the best place to derive new columns? What is the best place to derive new columns? So for that, the best place is Power Query, guys. Adding the new columns is, for adding the new columns, what is the best place? Either Power Query or Power Pivot means Power Query, obviously. Why? Because of, if I create this new column in Power Query, when I am loading this column to this new column to Power Pivot, the data is going to be highly compressed in Power Pivot. Why? In Power Pivot backend, while loading the data, backend compressed algorithms will work by using one software. What is that software? X velocity software or Vertipack software, right? So that is why here if I see this information, so this here columns are repeating, right? 3000 is repeating. Then after there is, I think I have some repeated 3000 here. For first time it will give one ID. Okay, that ID may be 4. On top there are 4 different values. So for second time when it is loading 3000, it will load with what? 4 again, not with this complete number. So that is why the data is going to be compressed, right? So that is why what is the best place to create a new column means Power Query. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Clear.
Yes, sir.
Then after. Right, guys. So some people will ask this, guys. While you are creating the columns, what is the best place to derive new column? You have to say Power Query. Advantages. What are the advantages? No need to write the formula. Okay. There will be GUI options. With that menu driven, I can do that, and data will be highly compressed. Right? Perfect. What is the disadvantages? Performance is less when compared to Power Pivot. Okay. So if I create any new column, that information will be in Power Query, right? Okay. If I take the data from, if I create any visual, that visual will take the data from Power Pivot itself, not from Power Query. Okay. If the data is readily available in Power Pivot, the performance will be faster. For that purpose, guys. Okay. Right. So then after Power Pivot. In Power Pivot, when to create new column? In Power Pivot, if we create a new column, what are the advantages? Performance. The performance is going to be increased, highly increased. Disadvantages. What are the disadvantages here with Power Pivot? If I create any new column in Power Pivot, this is the performance is the main advantage. What are the disadvantages? We need to write the DAX code. Formulas we need to write. Okay, it will occupy more space. In Power Pivot, if I create any new column directly in Power Pivot, at the time Vertipack software will not work. So duplicated data will be there. So that is why it is going to occupy more space, guys. Is that clear? Perfect. Then after, when to create measures? Okay. So till now we discussed about how to create new column, right? So when to create measure? For that, so whenever we need to derive aggregated results means if I want to find sum of quantities for each region, okay, average sales of each region, okay, ratios for categories, percentages for states, these all come under what? Aggregated results. Okay, state wise sum of salary, okay, category wise average sales amount, okay, so subcategory wise ratios, okay, then after region wise percentages for each region, what is the contribution. So all these come under aggregated results. When I want to derive aggregated results, I need to create measure, guys. Okay, right. So we will use either new measure or quick measure, right? So that means what? Aggregated results means what? Group of rows, region-wise sales amount. For East region, one group. West region, one group. North region, one group. If I want to show results for group of columns, group of rows, we need to use measures, guys. Is that clear? Right. So types of measures. There are two types of measures, implicit measures and explicit measures. What are the implicit measures? What are the explicit measures? We'll see now. Okay. Right. Let me go over there. Right. So I am on this power view now. Okay. Now let me do one thing, guys. Right. So I have taken, right. I have taken one table visual. This is the table visual, right? I clicked on this table visual. The table visual landed on this report canvas. Okay. So here what I want to show region-wise quantities, right? Or region-wise sum of sales. So how can I show that information? I need to go to where? Orders table, right? So let me take region column first. Then after sum of sales. Okay. So let me beautify this visual. Go to the formatting options, general section, effects, shadow per inside. Okay, visual border. Right, guys. Okay, right. So this is region-wise sales, right? Okay. So how I got this information, guys? If I go to this one, okay, if I go to that orders table, okay, right, where is that region? Here, right? So if I go there, so whatever the East region columns are there, whatever the East region rows, okay, if I go a little bit here, right, guys. So for East region, first it will filter with East region rows. For those East region rows, okay, it will sum all these values, guys. It will add all these values and it will give the value to East region. Okay, the first row is East region, my table, my visual, right? So it will add all these values. That value is total. It will show opposite to East column. Okay, that amount, how much it is. So like this, guys. For every region like this, it is going to be filter the data. It is summing all those values and it is populating that value here. What is that? If I go there. Right. East, first one is what? East, right? First it will filter with East region. Under that East region, it will add all those sales values and it will give that number here, guys. That number is this. Clear? For North region also same concept. For East, South region also same concept. So just I have taken the sales column. Okay. Right. So in the similar way, let me take same table visual. I have taken table visual. On this table visual, this time I'm going to create a new measure, guys. So I'm on which table now? Orders table, right? Orders table, right? What is this option? New measure, right? Just click on that new measure. On that new measure, I want to see sum of sales, right? My column name is sum of sales, my measure name. Okay, here I'm using the formula. To add all sales values, I use sum function, guys. Sum of, what is that column name? In orders table, that is sales, right? Sales. In orders table, that is a sales column. Just close that function. That's it, guys. Okay, just click on enter. One new measure got created here. This is sum of sales, right? This is sum of sales. New measure got created. Now, so for this visual, right, guys, for this visual, right. So first let me take region column. Okay, I have taken region column. So let me take this measure, guys, newly created measure, sum of sales. Okay, let me beat by the second visual like first visual. Select first visual, go to copy format painter, implement to second visual. right? Here, can you find any difference, guys? East. In both the visuals, same information I can see. For south, in both the visuals, I can see the same result. Pin to pin same, right? Nothing is different. So for this visual, did I create any measure? No. Without creating measure, I got this one. This is also like one measure, but with this, I didn't create any function, DAX function. I didn't use any DAX function. For this sum of cells, what is the function I used? Sum function I used. If I create any measure without formula, that is called implicit measure. Within the table, it will exist. Implicit measure. To create any measure, if I use any function, that is called explicit measure, guys. Okay. So sum of cells. This is one measure, right? Where is that? This one, guys. If I go here, you can see this measure. Right? This I created. You can see measure icon. This is measure icon, guys. If you go to this sum of cell, this sales column, this is direct column I have taken there. Where is that sales column? Here it is, right? So this is readily available column, readily available in the table. This is implicit measure, guys. This is implicit measure. This is explicit measure. Okay, explicit measure. Right? Right, guys. So if I go to that notes, right. Implicit measure. Types of measures. There are two types of measures. First one is implicit measure. Second one is explicit measure. What is that implicit measure? Without writing formula, if we create a measure, we call it as implicit measure. Right? What is that explicit measure? By writing formula, if we create a measure, that is called as explicit measure. Explicit means by writing the formula. Implicit means direct column. Right? That's it, guys. Okay, so what is the difference between those two? Implicit measures only work in Power BI software. The implicit measures will work in only Power BI software. Okay, it will not work in Excel. Okay, right, guys. So explicit measure logic can be used in other measure creation also. Explicit measure means what, guys? Here, by using the formula, I created this explicit measure, right? If I want to use this explicit measure in some other measure creation, I can use that, guys. So how can I use that? We'll discuss in further in couple of minutes. Okay, right. Now DAX language. DAX functions plus DAX operators. Okay. So DAX operators. How many DAX operators I have? Addition is one operator, plus addition is one DAX operator, right? So those are called arithmetic operators, guys, in mathematics. What are the arithmetic operators? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponentiation. Okay, so that is power. Exponentiation means. Okay, right, guys. So you know addition, subtraction, no, multiplication, no. You know division also. You know powers also. Power means like that. 2 power 6, 2 power 4, like that. I have a quantity column. For quantity, I want to give powers. Quantity square I want to say. So for that, I have to use this exponential like this. Right? Okay, guys. Then after, comparison operators. So your operators are also two types. Okay, mathematical arithmetic operators and comparison operators. Okay, what are the comparison operators? Equal to is one comparison. Not equal to, like this, less than, greater than symbol. If I keep them side by side, that is a not equal to purpose. Right? So less than one comparison operator. Less than or equal to comparison. Greater than comparison. Greater than or equal to comparison operator. Right? Right, guys. Okay. So revised salary. Okay. So for revised salary, for example, let me go to the employee table, guys. For employee table, right. Let me go to the employee table. Right. Okay, to enhancing the data model, I need to go to the data view, right? Let me choose what? Employee table, right? Here employee table. Okay, so I am going to add a new column. Okay, that new column is revised salary. Here new column, I am going to add a new column. That new column is revised salary. Okay, revised salary or salary, revised salary. I'm going to add revised salary here. Okay, so for that I'm going to add, how I'm going to add, this is the existing salary, right? For this existing salary, for example, salesmen are the, okay, salesmen, they're working hard. They need to go to door and they need to sell those products, right? So for those salesmen, they are doing more work. For them, I'm giving the bonus. Okay, so bonus, like for the existed salary of salesmen, I'm adding 1000 rupees extra. Okay, whoever the salesman, for those salesmen, I'm adding 1000 rupees extra bonus. Okay, for the remaining employees, these all are what? Remaining employees, right? For the remaining employees, I'm keeping the same as usual salary, guys. I'm keeping as usual salary. Okay, right. So how can I do that? By using this revised salary new column, right? So for that, just click on new column. One new column is going to be added. Give that column name, guys. What is that column name? Revised salary, right? Revised salary. Okay, so how can I give that? I have to use a function, logical function, that is if. Under if, how many arguments are there? This is my if function. Under if function, logical test is my first argument. This is my second argument. This is my third argument, guys. 3 arguments I have. What is the first argument here? Logical test. What is my second argument? If that logical test is true, what is the result you want to show? If that logical test is false, what is the result you want to show? Like this, I want to add 3 arguments here into the if function. Okay, now let us see, guys. What is this? If job equal to salesman, that is my logical condition. We go there. What is the first argument here? What is the first argument? Logical test. Here, what is my logic? If the job column, in the job column, if the job equal to salesman, just a second, guys. Hello. Right, guys. Okay, salesman. My logical test is here. If the job equal to salesman, only for salesman, I'm going to implement my logic, right? If the job equal to salesman, only for them, I'm going to give the bonus. Okay, so that is my logical test, guys. What is the column I want to use here in logical test? Job column, right? So that is why type job in employee table. Job, that is equal to, what is that? Salesman, right? So here Power Query is what, guys? Case sensitive language. Power Query is a case sensitive language. Power Pivot is not a case sensitive. Here all values are in what? Capital letters, right? If I type small letters also, it will take, but the spelling must be same. Okay, right. So if salesman equal to, if I type any textual information, that I type in double quotes, right? Double quotes I have to use. Salesman. The job equal to salesman, that means my first argument, give comma. If I give comma, okay, then second one is highlighted. Second argument is highlighted. Previously that was this logical test. My logical test is completed, guys. Here, once I give comma, my logical test is completed. What is my logical test? If the job equal to salesman, that is my logical test. Then if the test is true, what is the result I want to show? In result, for the existing salary, I want to add 1000 rupees extra, right? So that I need to write here. What is that second column I want to use here? Salary from employee table. That is the existing salary plus how much I need to add? 1000 rupees extra. If I give comma, it will go to the third argument. If I give comma, it will go to the third argument. Second argument is also completed, right? I can give space also after that comma. So which one is highlighted here? Third argument. What is this third argument? Sai వింటున్నావా ఏం చెప్తున్నాను ఏం టైప్ చేస్తున్నా లేదు కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ మిస్ అవుతుంది ఏమన్నా ఇంపార్టెంటా కంప్లీట్ చేయి అంత దూరం నుంచి ఎందుకు వచ్చావు ఇక్కడికి నువ్వు ఇంటర్కే కదా చెప్పాను చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చెప్పి రైట్ okay, my logical test second argument is completed. What is the third argument? Right, if I give comma, right, it went to the third argument, right? What is this third argument? Result if false. Concept oriented, guys. This is learning in concept oriented. If you understand this under if function, how many arguments are there, what is the purpose of each argument, if you understand them, then obviously you can write multiple functions. Understanding of that functionality is important. Under that function, how many arguments are there? If you understood those arguments, that could be easy for you. Am I clear, guys? Yes. So that is why I'm going to each argument. I'm telling you, I'm explaining in detail. Why? You need to understand all those things, guys. So directly I can type those values and I can show the result that is completed. I can show you like that. Okay, it's not like that, guys. You must remember all those things. You must learn accordingly, concept oriented. Okay, right, guys. Then after, so what is my last argument here? Third argument. So what it is showing? Result if false. If false means what? If logical test is false. Okay, that means what? If the job equal to, if job not equal to salesman, that means remaining all other jobs. For remaining all other jobs, I need to keep as usual salary, right? As usual salary means I need to keep only salary column. I don't want to add 1,000 rupees like this. I don't want to add 1,000 rupees. I want to keep only as usual column, salary column. Right? So for that, right, guys. So type salary. Take only salary. Close that function. Is this clear, guys? Okay. So I am creating a new column. That column name is revised salary. I used a logical function, that is if function. Here this is my logical test, first argument. Second argument is what? If that logical test is true, if the job equal to salesman, only for them I want to add 1,000 rupees extra bonus. For the remaining employees, I want to keep only as usual salary. No additions are here. Right? Perfect. Is this clear, guys? Just click on enter, guys. After giving that, just click on enter. You can see the new column, revised salary column. Now you can see, guys, here. Where is that salesman? Here, right? For salesman, you can see the revised salary. Salary got increased. 1,000 rupees bonus has given. Okay. For the remaining employees, okay, what you can see, guys? Same salary you can see, right? So how much here he is getting? President 5,000. Here also 5,000. How much this analyst is getting? 3,000. Here also 3,000. Okay, right. If I go to these, all are salesmen, right? What is this existing salary here? 60,000. Okay. Here how much I am getting? Huh? How much I am getting? 26,000. Why? I implement a logic. Yes, bonus is given, 1,000 rupees added. Is that clear, guys? In this column, just addition of commission values. Okay, right. So you have to see only this column, guys. Revised salary column. In that revised salary column, except salesman, for remaining all other employees, you can see same salary like this. Only for salesman, you can see the bonus 1,000 rupees added extra. Here it is 1,500, right? For 1,500, if I add 1,000 rupees, how much it will be? 2,500. You can see 2,500 clearly, right? Is that clear, guys? Okay, perfect. So for example, if you see here, what is this last one? Raju, CEO, right? So we can see the same salary for him. What is the actual salary he getting? 10,000. After in revised salary also getting how much? 10,000. No changes. Is that clear, guys? Perfect. So here what I used, guys. So in this formula, what I used? One function, logical operator equal to is what? Logical operator, right? Then arithmetical operator plus. I used it like this many. So this is what? My DAX, right? My DAX language. So under that DAX language, this is my new information. Revised salary means my new information. That means DAX formula. DAX formula, new information means. Under that, I have one logical function. If one function is there, one logical operator is there. This is the existing information. Job is existing information. Existing information. Then operator. Arithmetic operators. This is existing information. Like this, it is going to have many. What are those? DAX function. If is DAX function. Okay. Right, guys. If is DAX function. This is the logical operator. This is the existing information, job, and arithmetical operators like this, guys. Is that clear? Perfect. You can see all those things, guys. Revised salary. Right? Right. So this one, guys. Just now we used it. So this is for what? Department number. For department number, I have given. If department number equal to 30, 30 means it is a textual information or numeric information. Numeric means no need to provide double quotes. If that is a text, I need to use double quote. If it is a numeric, no need to give double quote. Okay. If department number 30 employees, he added how much salary? 1,000 rupees salary. For the remaining employees, same salary. Can you do this? Obviously, you can do this, right? Here instead of job, what I taken? Department number, and that is what? Numeric information. For numeric information, no need to give that one. Okay, if I take that one, let me go over there, guys. Revise cell, right? Let me copy this formula. Just over there. Right. Right. Example 2. This is example 3. So what I have? Salesman is a textual information. For textual information, double quotes I used. After equal to. Here after equal to what it is? Numeric information. For numeric information, no need to take double quotes. Right? Here salesman, I have taken it in which order? Proper order. First letter is capital, remaining all are same, means small letters. If I go to that, so power pivot is what? It is not case sensitive. Here you can consider, guys. So all these values are in capital letters, right? Okay, but here I have taken proper order. Okay. Even though it is working, why it is not a case sensitive? Is that clear, guys? Remember that point. Power pivot is not case sensitive. Then what is first module? First module power for it is a case sensitive, right? To ignore that case sensitive, what we have to use there? Use fuzzy matching. Perfect. Right. Okay, guys. So like this, guys. So salary range, you can create one new column. Okay. If the salary is less than 30, those salaries will be categorized as low salaried employees. If the salary is less than 2,000, then those employees will be considered as medium salary employed. Then after remaining, all employees will be considered as high salaried employees. Right? So if I use this logic once, here I'm using what, guys? If it is less than 2,000 means this is one condition. If I use less than 2,000 here second time, that means under this condition, what are the employees? The employees which are 1K, between 1K and 2K, guys. This is important. right? Already less than 1K, those employees are low salaried employees, right? If I take this less than 2000 means, that means the salaried employees who are between 1K to 2K. Okay, right guys. You try this, you can get it, guys. Already I'm going to provide these notes with you, right? You need to practice all these things. If you practice only, then only you will get these points, right? Can you do it or not? Right. So it is a 1 minute time for me, not 1 minute, less than 1 minute also. But you need to practice, guys. Right. So what it is having, guys, here? These formulas are what having? Existing information, salary, salesman, means job, department number. All those are existing, right? So for example, this salary range. So here what I use? Existing information is salary column. DAX function is if function. Comparison operator less than, greater than or equal to. If I use less than or equal to, I can use also. Okay, right. Then after constants, 1000, 2000 constants, right? Right, guys. This is important, guys. It is expected question in interview. What is the difference between calculated column and calculated measure? I used calculated column and calculated measure, right? What is the difference between them? Calculated column and calculated measure. What is the difference between them? So for that, right guys. So for that, so let me go to the Power BI desktop. Right, I'm on Power BI desktop now, right? So these two are what, guys? Calculated columns. These two are calculated columns. For those calculated columns, one separate new column is going to be added here like this. The separated column is going to be added like this. Under that columns, I can have the information like this. If I create any measure to this, okay, for example, right, let me create one measure, guys. Okay, so total salary, I'm creating one measure in this table. What is this table name? Employee, right? So I'm on employee table. Just go with new column for your better understanding. I'm going with new column. Okay, so this new column is again total salary, guys. This is total salary, right? Total salary. This is a measure. Salary measure, right? That is column name. However you want to give the column name, you can give. That is up to you, guys. For your understanding, I am giving it as total salary measure to identify it is a measure, right? So what is the formula I'm using is, so I'm using the sum function. Okay, so sum are, let me take sum x, guys. Sum x I'm taking. Okay, so table. What is my table here? Under that sum x, here you can see, guys, under that sum x, that is function, I have two arguments. One is table, second one is expression. Table means I want to work on which table? Employee table. Then after I need to expression. Expression means formula. Okay, right. So what is the table name here? Employee, right? Employee, right? Give it. Comma. It went to, if I give comma, it went to second argument here, right? Expression. Expression means formula. What I want to add, how I got this total salary? By adding salary and commission, right? The same thing I have to do here. Salary plus commission, right? Right. So my expression is also completed. Expression means formula. My formula is also completed. Just close this, guys. Click on it. Right? So here, I went through this one, guys. New column, but I want to create a new measure. Let me copy this one. Copied. Let me remove this one. Yes, I removed that column, right? Okay. Now let me go with what? New measure, right? So in the formula bar, I'm pasting that one. I copied previously. This one, total salary measure. Let me click on enter, guys. What is the difference you can observe? So this is the measure, right? This is the new column. This is the new measure, total measure. The total salary, new column. Total salary measure is a new measure. The difference between them is, if I go there, okay, let me do one thing else. Let me take a table visual. Quickly, let me take table visual. Yes, I have taken one table visual. Okay, so into the table visual, what I want to see is, for example, I want to see department number wise total salary. Let me choose department number. Okay, by default, under department number, I have numbers, right? It will take what? Sum, total. To avoid that sum, where I need to go? This column section, department number column. Just click on this expand. Do not summarize. So I can see department numbers like this, right? Then after, let me go. This is what, guys. So here you can clearly observe, guys. So this one is what? New column. For new column, I can see table icon, guys. Okay, on the table icon, I can see this sigma symbol. That is new column, right? If you see any columns like this, so sigma only table means that are the original columns. Okay, revised salary is also a what? New column. Revised salary is also a new column. Total salary is also a new column. Only calculator icon is there, right? Only that calculator icon means that is a measure, guys. This is measure. Is the difference clear, guys? అర్థమవుతుందండి నేను చెప్పేది? If I see only, if I have any numerical, okay, if I see only this one, guys, like this, so table structure along with this sigma symbol means that is a new column. If I see only this calculator icon means that is a measure. If I see only sigma, only this calendar icon, only this blank, those are the original columns. Is the difference clear, guys? Right, perfect. Now I am taking this total salary is what? New column. What is this total salary? Measure. Let me take total salary and measure. Okay, I have taken two, guys. I can see same pin to pin, same information, right? Let me beautify that visual like this. Pin to pin, same information. Okay, then what is the difference between this? This is what, guys? It is a new column. NC, new column. What is this? This one, guys? This is what? New measure, NM. New measure. What is the difference between them? Measures are not occupying space in Power Pivot. Okay, measures are not occupying space in Power Pivot, but new columns will occupy space in Power Pivot. How can I tell that? For example, if I go to this data view, in data view, I can see this total salary. This is occupying space in my Power Pivot. In Power Pivot, I will have table. In that table, I can see this new column, right? But this total salary measure, this is column, right? Measure name. This is, what is the measure name here? Total salary measure. Okay, what is the new column name? Total salary. That total salary, I can see it here, right? This total salary, I can see it here. Okay, can I see this total measure here? No, it is not occupying space. Measure will not occupy space. What they will do? They will hold formula. They will catch a formula. Okay, so when I drag that measure to that visual, based upon that formula, it will populate the values. Am I clear, guys? Right. So here, see, guys, if I go to this, here I can see this is my visual. I dragged a new column, new measure also. New measure is not occupying space in Power Pivot, but new column will occupy space in Power Pivot. That is the major difference between measure and new column. New measure and new column. Calculated measure and calculated column. What is the difference between calculated column and calculated measure? Calculated columns. When we use calculated columns, For a table, in a table, if I want to see value for each and every row, if I want to see value for each and every row, then I have to go with new column or calculated column. For example, if I go there, this guys, this is my table, right? So in this table, this is my table. In this table, for each and every row, this is my first row. For this first row, I want to see the value. This is the value. This is my third row. For this third row, if I want to see value, I have value. This is calculated column. In a table, if I want to see for each and every row a value or a calculation, I have to go with what? New column. Clear? Then new measure. When we are going to use new measures for group of rows, if I want to calculate aggregated results, aggregated results means like this, guys. For department numbers, I want to show salary, total salary. Then if I want to show results for group of rows, then I have to go with total means measures, new measures or calculated measure. That is the major difference between calculated column and calculated measure, guys. Here are those. Right. So what is the difference between calculated column and calculated measure? Calculated column will occupy space in existed table. Calculated measure will not occupy space in existed table. Is that clear? Then when we go with this calculated column, when we go with this calculated measure, in a table, if I want to see the result for each and every row, then I have to go with calculated column. If I don't want to see the result for each and every row, just I want to keep only formula, then I have to go with calculated measure. Okay, is that clear, guys? Here I have given the definition. When to create measures, whenever we need to derive a aggregated results, that means for group of rows, if I want to show calculations, then we have to go with new measures or calculated measures. When to derive new column, okay, right? So whenever we can derive new columns in Power Query as well as Power Pivot, that is okay. Where I have written that when to create, I have written it somewhere else, right? Right. For every row in a table, if we need to derive a value or calculation, then we will use what? Calculated columns. We'll use calculated columns. Is that clear, guys? Calculated columns are new columns. Calculated columns are new columns. Right, guys. Right? When to use calculated column, when to use calculated measure, it is fine, right? For every row in a table, if we need to derive a value, then we have to use what? Calculated column or new column, right? So for group of rows, if I want to see the data, then I have to use calculated measure or new measure. Difference clear, guys? Okay, right. So here, so can I text functions, right? So all text functions are simple, guys. Substitute, replace, blank, DAX, cycle functions. Okay, so let us go with this one, guys. First, let us go with text functions, guys. Okay, what are the text functions we have? Text functions. Okay, so first function is length function. What is the use of that length function? These are very simple, guys. Just if you see once, you can understand, you can remember. Okay, so just a second. All right, guys. So length, what is this? Customer name. So in orders table, we have customer name. Is each customer name having how many letters? That is the length, guys. Okay. For example, let me go there, guys. Okay, go there. So to enhance the data model, where I need to go? Data view, right? For giving the relationships, where I need to go? Model view. This is clear for you, right? Right. Let me go to the data view. In data view, where I want to create a new information, orders table. Choose that table. Here, what I want to see is there customer name? Yes. For customer name, each customer name having how many letters? I want to find that length. For that, do I need a new column or new measure? New column. For each and every row, I want to see the result, right? Right. Go with new column, guys. What is this? Name length. Customer name length. Customer name length. For that, what is the function I want to use? len function, length. Just you type that function, it will open here. Okay, what is the argument? Only single argument. I need to pass a text column. What is the text column? Customer name, right? Customer name in RS table. Close that function, guys. Click on enter. So that customer name length is going to be found. For first name, how many letters are there? 14 letters. For second name, 10 letters. Spaces are also going to be counted here. If you want to check, you can check for any name. Okay, right, guys. Like that. Very simple functions, guys. Not much complex. Right? So like this, concatenate. Concatenate means combining the columns. Okay, combining two text strings, guys. What is this concatenate? Concatenate function joins two strings. Strings are nothing but text columns. Strings are nothing but text columns. If I want to join two text columns into a single column, into a one string means single column, then I have to use what? Concatenate function. Okay, either I can use concatenate function or single ampersand. This is called ampersand. I can use this function concatenate, open bracket, close bracket. Instead of that, I can use this single ampersand also. Okay, right. So here this one, guys, category, subcategory. I'm combining category column along with subcategory. Okay, so for that, just a second, guys. Hello. Yeah, speaking. Your Mahesh from? Okay. Yeah, please go ahead. Okay. Okay, I think you are Mahesh, right? Okay, Mahesh. So can I call you after some time, because of right now I'm in a meeting. Okay, so I'll call you later, please don't mind. Okay, thank you. Right. Right, guys. So I want to add these two, right? Category and subcategory, right? Okay. So I'm using what? Concatenate function. Open bracket, close bracket. Between those. Okay. So what is the first string? Category. What is the second string? Second string? Subcategory. I am separating them with what? Hyphen. Category is one column. Subcategory is one column. Between those, to identify them, I kept what? Hyphen. Okay. So instead of that, I used concatenate for how many times? One time. This is second time. I use it two times, right? So instead of using that complete concatenate, I can use single ampersand here like this. Which one will be better? Both purposes same. I can use either concatenate function or single ampersand. Okay, this is looking fine, right? Same concept. Category, subcategory column, my new column. Okay, In orders table, I taken category column. In orders table, I have taken subcategory column. Between those two columns, I added this icon, right, to differentiate them. If you see example, you can understand, guys. Let me go there. Taking too much time. Okay. So let me do one thing, guys. So here, do I want a new column or new measure? New column. For each and every row, I want to see the result, right? This is category, this is subcategory. These are in two separated columns, right? Okay, I want to combining them. That one, then after some icon, then I am keeping this envelopes. Like this I want to see in a single column. For that I want to use concatenate function or single ampersand, right? So for that I need to go with what? New column, right? Just click on new column. What is that new column name? Category, subcategory. My new column name is category hyphen subcategory, right? Category, subcategory. That is equal to, so what column first I want to take here? Category column, right? CAT. Order table category. Then after ampersand. Then after which column I want to take? Subcategory, right? Subcategory. Okay. So this is first column and then this is second column. I'm combining them with what? Ampersand. Ampersand purpose is what? Combining those two columns. If I take this, between these two columns, there is no any special character. Just let me do this, guys. Click on enter. So I can see like this. Office supplies, envelopes. Office supplies is what? Category. Right? Envelopes is subcategory. So in between, I want to keep some special character. How can I do that? For that, I need to do one thing. What I can do here, guys. After ampersand, take double quote, space, one special character icon, space, close that double quote. Here, these are the two options now. This is first information, this is second information. If I see, this is my first information and this is my second information. Okay, right? I can add like that also, guys. And this is my third information. First information, second information. To join those two, I have this single ampersand symbol. To combine, this is my first information, right? This is my second information. What is my third information? This one. Here second information means special character, hyphen. Okay, right. So between this second information, third information, if I want to combine them, I have to use what? Ampersand, single ampersand, right? Okay, I can do that also. Okay, if I do this, it is going to be happen, means it is showing some error, right? Okay, it is showing some error. Why it is showing error? This is second information, this is third information. How can you combine? To combine them, I need to keep single ampersand, right? Then only it will not show any error. Now it is showing proper. Now let me click on enter, guys. Now can I see that? Office supplies is category, envelopes is subcategory. Between that, what I have here? Underscore, not icon, underscore I have taken. Is that clear, guys? If I want to keep icon, I can keep. If I want to keep some other star, I can keep star also. Whatever the special character you want to take, whatever the separator you want to take, you can take. Let me take icon. Okay. Instead of this, let it go with, guys. Is that fine? Underscore, is that fine? Let me go with icon also, no worries. In middle, you can see in middle, icon means. Is that clear, guys? So instead of this, I can use concatenate also. That is lengthy one, looking like a lengthy one. Okay, so that is why you can check that one, guys. If you want, you can check that one. You can check this one, guys. Okay, all right. Then what is this concatenate X? So I think it's already 12 class, guys. So in tomorrow's class we'll discuss, guys. Okay. Before that, let me close this concatenate. It is with concatenate, right? Let me close only this concatenate X. So this concatenate X purpose is, so for example, Okay. Right. Right. So here, if I go to that Power BI desktop, let me go here. I'm on this Power BI. Okay. So let me take one thing. Let me do one thing here. So let me choose this one as usual. I have chosen. I copied that and pasted here, guys. Control C, Control V. I copied this visual. Control V. Pasted this visual here. Instead of this, let me do one thing. I don't want this total salary. I don't want this one. Under 10th department, how many employees are there? I want to see those many employees here, guys. Okay. Under 10th department, how many employees are there? I want to see those many employees. Under 20th department, how many employees are there? I want to see those with comma. With each employee name, I want to see that. So for that, I want to use concatenate X. Okay. So for that, let me go to the employee table, choose that employee table, right click on that, go with new measure, guys. Okay. New measure. This time, this is row wise, right? For aggregated purpose, I'm using that. Go with new measure. What is that? What is that new measure name? Employee list, right? Employee list. Employee list I want to see. Okay. For that, what I have to use? Concatenate X, the second one. So under that concatenate X, how many arguments are there? Table, expression, and delimiter. So like this, I have some other also. Okay. I don't want to provide all those. Just I can go with these guys. Okay. First one is what? Where is that measure, right? Right. So under this concatenate, right, guys. First I want to give what? Table name, right? What is the table name? Employee. Right. So if I give comma, it will go to the second argument, right? So expression is highlighting here, right? What is that expression? Formula. Here, what I want to show employee names, right? Okay. So is there employee name or is there employee name under that employee? E-name is there, right? Right. E-name. Name. Right. Then if I give comma, it will go to the third argument, right? Right. So delimiter is highlighted, right? So between each employee name, what is the separator I want to keep? Comma after some space. Okay. So remaining are in the square brackets, right? Remaining arguments are in square brackets. Square brackets means optional. We can ignore them. If some options are in square brackets, if I want to use them, I can use them like this. Delimiter I used. If I don't want to use them, I can ignore them. Okay, right, guys. Now let me click on enter, guys. Right? What is that? Measure card created. Employee list. Now let me take that one, guys. So I selected this visual. Just let me take that one. Right, I can see. I don't want to show total. For that, go to the formatting. Under that formatting, go to the total section. Just switch off that total. I can see like this. Is that clear, guys? So under 10th department, how many employees are there? 3 employees are there. Clark, Kling, Miller. Under 30th department, okay, Allen, Ward, Martin, 6 employees are there. Blake, Turner, James, like this. Okay, that is the purpose of concatenate X. Is that clear, guys? Right. So instead of concatenate, I can use combined values also. I can use combined values also. The purpose is same, guys. Combined values, concatenate, and single ampersand. So 3 purposes same, guys. You can try them, guys. Right here, I am providing the notes, guys. Still here, I am providing the notes. On this new page, let me add What is this class name? Enhancing the data model. Okay, enhancing data model. Under that, we discussed about some text functions, right? Right. So let me share this report. This is which class? I think 6th class, right? Second module, 6th class. 2.6. Enhancing. Enhancing data model by DAX. Right? You done there. Right, guys. Let me publish this report quickly. Publish to the user to account, right? You have the user to account details. Okay, so let me publish it quickly. Tab. Okay. So here, user to, right? Raju, right?